welcome to the End of the Day Beer Review. And today I'm coming to you from Philadelphia with my friends Leah and Julie. And they have never had Bourbon County before, so today we're going to go through a tasting of 3 different Bourbon Counties. We're going to start with the 2022 base, which if you've looked back at the video, this was probably our second favorite of the blind tasting. We're going to also go with the 2021 Cola. And we're going to go all the way back to 2019, and we're going to look at the Cafe au lait. Now, Julie and Leah, you guys have never had these before, right?
Nope.
So they're starting fresh, and we're going to start with the base. And actually, let's put these over here. And we are using appropriate glassware for Philadelphia, although not for these stouts. Bad things happen in Philadelphia. And I guess bad things could happen if you drink 3 Bourbon Counties quickly.
So we're gonna take our time.
So we're gonna share.
Yes, we're gonna be splitting these. And we're using the worst opener ever. I am grossly unprepared for this, and please forgive the camera and everything else. All right, so this one comes in at 14.3% ABV, so it's got a lot of alcohol in it. Gonna pour really dark, and I'm just gonna pour you guys. Everybody who comes to my house for a tasting says I pour too heavy. And we've got really dark jet black beer coming out here. And I guess, have you guys done tastings before?
Nope.
At all?
No,
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
So first thing you're going to do is you're going to smell it, put your nose in the glass basically. What do you get when you're smelling it? Remember, this is a, oh, that is so, look at that. You know, this is the first time I've ever poured even glasses, and it took Philadelphia to do it. So we're going to start with this one, and I'm going to put the bottle aside. So first thing you do, and again, I am not an expert at this before anybody online, gives me criticism about it. What's the aroma that you get? This has been aged in bourbon barrels for about a year. And actually, maybe longer than that.
Mm.
So what are you guys getting?
I'm stumped. I'm thinking of the word for it.
I feel like I should just read the bottle.
It almost smells like coffee.
Yeah, okay. So I think there's definitely that note in there. What else?
I just smell bourbon.
Yeah,
That's
okay,
all
good.
I smell.
Listen,
bourbon.
that's the major component here. This has been in a barrel for a year. It's been moving in and out of the wood for that year.
But
Sort
there's
of
something
getting
at
that.
the end too. It's like after bourbon.
Here's what it is.
Coriander.
You cheated. No,
I cheated.
no. This is not that one.
Okay.
So then let's try it this way.
Huh.
So it says that this should have notes of vanilla, coffee, which you got, chocolate,
Okay, John.
burnt sugar, and dried fruits like figs, that type of stuff. Are you getting any of it?
Just smells yummy.
I'm sure Mike is going to appreciate this.
I don't smell the vanilla.
See, I get the vanilla on the sweetness of the smell. So, like that's where I get the vanilla. But I also get some of the coffee and definitely some of that sort of like burnt
The burnt
sort
part.
of sugar.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the bourbon's overwhelming, especially if it's the first time you've had it. The bourbon's going to be the overwhelming flavor or the overwhelming aroma.
Yeah.
So, Rich, should we really be drinking in beer glasses like this?
No. This is completely wrong. A completely wrong glassware.
But
we are in Philadelphia, and
can't pass up these glasses.
well, it's not just that, but it's Philadelphia, and if you did it the right way, it wouldn't be Philadelphia. So we will drink these out of regular beer steins. Give it a try. Tell me what you think. And remember, it is sort of heavy ABV on this one, so.
Ooh, that's very smooth.
Mm-hmm. Mm. It is sweet. Like that second part of it just tastes really good. Good and sweet.
Well, I mean, average beer is about 5%.
Yeah.
So are you getting the alcohol out of this?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. I think because I'm still smelling it while I'm drinking.
I mean, that's part of the experience. To me, it's always a matter of when you drink it, as you swallow, it seems like there's that sort of kick back into the sinuses where you get that sort of flavor.
Yeah.
Bourbon County. Would Mike like this?
I think so. I think you would. I do keep feeling like it's that initial bourbon taste that just kind of, it just takes over for me. So I'm like into that.
See, I have gotten to like bourbon a lot, so to me, I like that a lot. I actually think this beer is not legal in your state.
Probably not.
Because of the high alcohol?
Yeah. There are certain states that the higher ABVs are not allowed, and I think Ohio. I think I read, and I may be wrong, and somebody can correct me if they want. This may be one of the ones where
I do feel like I can taste the chocolate. Like the more it settles, like the more I'm like just like letting it settle,
Right.
I can taste the chocolate.
Yeah, to me, there's like a fudginess here. There's that little hint of coffee, that sort of sweetness on the back end.
Yeah, I'm not really getting a whole lot of the like dried fruit. Like maybe I'm just sort of.
Some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
So, everybody's palate is so different.
It's so good though.
So
And I get a lot of the coffee.
Yeah?
I definitely get the coffee. But
I almost brought they have a coffee variant as well that they did this year, which was really good also. And I almost brought that one, but
Oh, this is
I
good.
figured these two are actually the better ones because they're so unique. Now, the only alcohol I'm getting is I'm getting that sort of like warming in the stomach. But otherwise, I wasn't getting the booziness of it. I don't get it anymore like that.
No. It's weird. It did kind of like drop.
Yep.
It's like, I'm used to it now.
It's a dangerous beer. It is. No, the
Yeah,
bourbon
it's like-
counties in general are dangerous beers if you have access to a lot of them.
Yeah,
And you
'cause-
don't know what they are.
It did have like an overwhelming bourbon taste to me, and like now it's just, I feel like everything else is coming out.
I have to move the camera over a little bit because cut.
Here,
No, because
slug. Chuck.
I'm getting some of the empty space behind Julie, and I'm not getting all of Leah. So there we go. So I mean, overall, what do you think?
Oh, I like this.
Right?
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, I think that's good, right? And my glasses are not on. You can see Julie just fine. See you better. All right,
Okay.
we're good there.
Wow.
Just so you guys know at home, I'm using the most ridiculous rig to record this right now. It's like a DJI Osmo with a Rode microphone, and we're in like the 12th floor of a hotel in Philadelphia drinking this stuff
Cheers.
right now. So we are far away from Tony's bar.
Yeah.
so is this the first one you've done, Rich, that's not in Tony's bar?
No, I did when we go down to New Jersey. Our friends rent a house and we wind up staying with them, and they have a really nice balcony and it's outside, so I'll set up this camera, but I'll set the camera up like where this bottle is and then just film straight. And normally like the sweat is pouring off of me because I'm in the middle of the sun and it's not, it's not ideal circumstances, but that's why I have this particular rig just to, so what I should have brought was other lighting because I didn't, and I should have brought a light with me, but I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about how much to carry to Philadelphia.
So do you do pairings? What would you pair this with?
I have to tell you the truth, I'm terrible with pairings. Like I always go for the cola, which we'll get to eventually. To me, there's a restaurant in Cape May that I absolutely love called Tish's, and they have a steak au poivre there. It's filet mignon with the au poivre sauce on string beans and mashed potatoes. And when we go down there during the summer, it's BYOB in Jersey, so I bring one of these, and that's like the ultimate treat. So like it starts with a mushroom risotto and goes to the steak. So like these are all like heavy beers. So like I always pair these with some form of like red meat. Like that's that's where I go with it. Some sort of meat and potato type of thing. Especially the base. Although I had a coffee one last night and we had very good Italian food and it went with it very nicely. The cola one, which I think we should do the cola next. Because
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Because it's a different experience. Like it's just a totally different experience. So which unfortunately Mike will not get.
We will be drinking
So-
this.
Mike, I did bring one that I was going to send home, but Leah is only taking carry-on. So, so we'll dedicate the episode to you, but there will not be any alcohol in
You might
here.
even send an empty bottle home.
That would be so
Just
mean.
get the nose. What does
Quite
the
honestly,
nose get?
if you pick up one of these from like 2016 that's open, like I have a couple that I've saved, the empty bottles, the aroma's there for years. Years. It's ridiculous.
This is good.
We could have easily invited those people from earlier tonight over here, and they would have been very happy with this. So, but we would have needed more Philly glasses.
Some plastic cups, which might have been more hygienic.
Yeah, to give credit though, like 2022 was a really good year for this. Probably 2018 was the best year, but 2022 was really good. 2021 was good. 2020 was decent. 19 was terrible, and it did not age well.
What made it terrible? Just
It was harsh. Like you see how the alcohol burn on this one. Like this, by the way, this is not going to be a beer review. This is going to be a beer discussion. So like
he's teaching
folks,
us some stuff.
folks online, like grab a chair. We're going to be here a while if you choose to stay. But this is very smooth to me. It goes down easy. There's not a tremendous amount of alcohol burn. There's not a lot of that, because sometimes. Like there's a beer I had a couple weeks ago called Narwhal, which was another stout, another barrel-aged stout, where it gave all of that on the nose, where you got all of this chocolate and everything like that, and the taste was just ethanol.
Yeah.
Like all you got was booze.
Yeah. This
So-
is not that. This is really good. I'm not a good reviewer. I just know I like it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, what it comes down with, it's not like I have had a test of the palate. Like I have beer, a bar, and a camera. There's my qualification. And sometimes people come over.
And
Yeah.
what is the word, Rich? Because I was hearing it the other day on the radio. If you're a sommelier, if you're into wine, what is it for beer?
Probably drunk. No, I do
There
not
is a
know.
word.
There is a word for it, and I've seen people, and they do
Isn't it
have
just
that.
a beer connoisseur? Like
Yeah, probably, but like that's the whole thing. So, but to me, like this one is very nice. Like, and drinking this, by the way, like I pour the whole bottle into like one of my mugs,
Yeah.
and that's my one drink for the night.
I
So-
can't imagine finishing this bottle.
Well,
Oh,
this
no,
was
I
a
can't.
lot.
This is a lot. Like, that's why I want to do the Coke next, because I may not get to bottle 3.
Okay, if that's the case, that's fine. We can always come back to bottle 3 tomorrow. So,
Ooh.
so no, I'm
Part
serious.
B.
Like, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll just
yeah.
do
Part
another
two,
one.
part
It's not
two.
big- At least this way
Because
now we know how to lay it out. So,
Yeah.
like everybody's still on camera. So, like, is Julie on camera? Yes, Julie's
Yeah.
on camera.
Because
Okay.
it tastes more like a nightcap kind of drink.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to, I'm going to sit and drink beer for a while.
Well,
Yeah.
normally when we drink these, it's probably like the partner that I have that drinks these most with me is a friend of mine, James, and we'll take 2 of these or 3 of these on like Thanksgiving, and we'll split them between ourselves.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, okay, what's this one like? What's that one like? How is it aged? And that's the other thing. So like this is good for 5 years. They say it develops 5 years in the bottle. So what you drink today is not what you're going to get in 6 months or a year, because even now, like this was a little bit harsher in November.
Okay.
And now it's a little bit more mellow. And in another year or 2, this is going to be unreal. Like it's just the way that it goes. And the same thing, like this is from 2021, so we're dealing with, was it 21? Yeah. So we're dealing with one that has had some time in the bottle. So it ages and it gets a little bit more mellow. So the alcohol content doesn't go up, but the taste is a little bit different than what you had in the beginning. So, and sometimes it's great, and sometimes it falls off.
Yeah.
So.
And so when you go to this one and in different years, what makes it taste different in different years? Is it the barrels, or is it the...
It'll be the barrel, it'll be the aging process. It's also how you store the beer. Like you're not, I'm lucky my bar is in a basement, so it can sit there, it can stay cool, it's never gonna get warm. Like if you go to a distributor and you find like a 2018 that's been in the distributor, like who knows how it's been stored. And that's the whole thing. Like if these get hot, you can ruin them. If they get super, super cold, you lose a lot of the taste. And actually, if you pour these into those like glasses that I normally use, the goblet glasses, and your hand will warm them, the flavor will develop as you drink it. So like, they're really like, this is not a, this is one of those beers like when you jump into, it's like, you're drinking it for the flavor, yes, but there's also the experience of drinking it and talking about it and all that kind of stuff. So, although it's not the heaviest ABV I ever had. There was a beer that my friend brought me from this little brewery called Nightmare Brewing on Long Island. It was 22.6%.
Oh,
it was jet black. You did not taste the alcohol.
Wow.
It was so dangerous, it's not even funny. So, but it's very good. So that is the base. So from here, they build the other variants, and the variants also change price-wise. So like this is like 15 to 20 a bottle, then we go up to 25 to 30 a bottle, to like up to the crazy variants where they make them really limited, and they get more expensive as you go. So it's like, and they get harder to find because they don't make as much. So, which is where sort of like the day after Thanksgiving hunting begins. So no, it's sort of nuts. So, but yeah, it's so that's that's the base. So everything else builds from here. All right, cut. So what do you think for real? Good?
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
But see, I don't know what else to say other than it's really good.
No, but that's the whole.
It's really good.
But it is.
But it's different. It's such a sipping drink versus. I mean, I sit there and I know.
This. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's more like I want to drink it like I drink a bourbon.
Yeah, and I think that's what it's meant to be actually consumed as, like a slow, steady drink. And quite honestly, like, I don't like opening them unless I'm opening them with somebody, like to sit down and talk about it, and like the same way you do with a bourbon, like if you're gonna drink the bourbon, neat, or you're gonna just sort of figure out what it tastes like. So I had a beer the other day that I was so sad that I opened it alone, because I was like, there's so much to talk about here, and it's, and people only get the one perspective. So like like the more people you can get. That's the other nice thing about Bourbon County. When these come out, everybody who reviews beers reviews these, so you can get into the comments and have conversations about them and all that kind of stuff. So,
Did they have any kind of tasting room? Just Goose Island?
When we were in Chicago, it was the thing we missed.
Yeah.
We should have gone.
Okay.
And we were in Chicago for ISTE, which is why we're in Philadelphia right now, and we should have gone there because they did have this on tap.
Oh, wow.
And I've had it on tap in the town I live. One of the distributors actually they got a keg, and they cracked it open, and you could get your growler filled, and the growler fill was like $90 a growler.
Wow.
Because you never get it on tap.
Yeah.
So, and it was really, really good. So, all right, so we did the base, and we have two others, and we're probably not going to look at both of these tonight, but we'll see. So this one was, like I said, 14.3, I believe, alcohol-wise. And the other thing is, depending on what you get, sometimes you get different alcohol levels. It's like sometimes you'll get 13, same year, it's just the way they've come out. So like some will be 13, some will be 14, some will be, and some will also have markings on the label that'll tell you what specific bourbon barrel it was aged in. So like the big one this year was to try to get like, there was Willits barrels that they were aged in, and everybody was like, these are the gold standard. I was unable to find any of those.
So what are bourbon, I know the bourbon barrels are made out of wood. What kind of wood are they made out of?
It's oak. For it to be bourbon, it has to be made in America. There has to be a specific build, and it's got to be, I can't remember what the exact percentage is, but it's got to be a certain percentage of corn in the build, and it has to be new oak barrels that have been charred. So, and then the whiskey has to go in for a certain amount of time. So, where did I learn all of this? YouTube. So if any of that's wrong,